at that sign up there. Can you guys see that? Jesus is saving everybody. That's new. Never seen something like that around here. Alright, so as I said, we're just gonna riding around. We're looking at what's going on here downtown. See if there's any new construction. Getting in these little parts where people don't usually go. So we'll be able to see some of that stuff going on in the back streets. As we sneak in. So we're just riding around, gonna show you guys what's going on. Show you guys some of the murals they have around here. You have these beautiful murals around here. They're all done up. They look really nice. Then at the same time, you'll have stuff like this going on. We're on the corner of King, East, and Bowen. We'll let all the traffic get by here. Once this car goes by, then we'll go. Yeah, we got a little bit of everything down here. I'm gonna show you guys what the streets of Sherbrooke have become down here, downtown, around Wellington Street. Go back up over the bridge, get back into the main part of town. I should put my bell back on the bike. I think I will do that, just so that way when you get up on somebody, you can let them know what's going on. All right, let's go over on Wellington Street. Movie theater. This is the Roger Labonte building. lots of his stores he has here, and right beside it you're gonna have a movie theater. Across the street over there is the bus terminal. This is the first maiden voyage on my Costco bike. Got the same bike as German in Venice. Alright, so we're coming on to up to Wellington Street here. Always stuff going on here. Alright, Wellington. We'll have the famous Granada Theater coming up on the left here. I don't know if there's any shows tonight. Then you have restaurants, and you see part of the street is blocked off over here. So let's get in here. We'll show you guys what we got going on. We got restaurants and stuff, and people can just hang out here. They have it all blocked off. Got an old bank here. It says the Bank of Montreal. There's an old building. I don't see the year on it, but it's an old one. Not too many people downtown. We are Saturday evening. It's a nice warm evening. It is not that many people. This is of course not a very touristy town. Mostly locals. Alright, the street is unblocked. I'm going right down. I see that it's all one way here. See all these bikes here on the right. That's something new. They've decided to have all these bikes rented out. People are just hanging out. We'll go around the new bridge over here. Show you guys that. The bridge is the Grande Fourche, it's called. Very beautiful bridge. They're starting to fix up downtown here. It's the first time I'm using the GoPro with this bike. There's some stuff you guys want to see of us riding around, anything in Sherbrooke, you just write me here underneath, let me know. Alright, got a museum in front of us right here. This is Abenaki Street and Dufferin. Alright, let's get around here, show you guys what we got going on. Keep going. So this is a new e-bike that I picked up about a month ago. I haven't had time to use it much, and I had a little bit of time. I had a little bit of time to ride around, so I said let's get on it and check everything out. Alright, got the street blocked off here. Got another museum right up over there. Got some of this old architecture. This old building here. Alright, Town Hall. So we'll go back on main drag down here. I don't know if there's anything going on down here tonight. We'll cut through the park here. Cobblestone road, a little pathway here. People just sitting around. A little bit rough. We'll try to stay on some smoother stuff for you guys. This is an old part of town here. This is Wellington. We're on Wellington again. Wellington North, it's called. We're gonna go over on Wellington South. We'll go back out. Go out back here. I'll show you guys. They tore down. There was a big parking garage. They tore it all down. Looks like you got a microbrewery here on the right. Got all this new parking here. There used to be a, I don't know, 4 or 5 story building right here for parking. They tore it all down. So we're down in the back here of all these buildings on Wellington. We'll try to sneak up by here. A lot of graffiti. Got families walking around. So you got a barber shop, cafe. Alright. I'll show you guys some of the shows that are coming up here at the Granada Theater. Alright, going right here, Gowan. The guy that plays with sticks. Maljo, that's a French rock and roller. The 30th of October, you got Eric Lapointe. That's another French rock and roller. See, we just had a tribute to Supertramp up on top. The Boogie Wonder Band, all kinds of stuff coming up here. I don't think there's anything tonight because there doesn't seem to be anybody around. Coming up on the left there, we're gonna have a building that burned about 3 or 4 years ago. Haven't built it, and even next door is the restaurant and bars that were there haven't come back yet from it. So this is Wellington South. Get down on the main drag here so we don't get all over on the sidewalk. We'll just ride around here. So you got a restaurant here. You got a Ubisoft building right here. We're just going by. That's where they have where they make video games. Let this Escalade get by here without me getting run over. Got a new apartment building right here across from the way to it, a restaurant. Not not too many people down here. Another bikes there. Some music. Maybe things will get booming down here later on. There's a lot of people around. Yeah, a lot of bars down here and restaurants, I guess. Now let's see if we can make it up this hill. Yeah, this scooter is not really made to go into hills. Alright, we got a park here. Another park across the way there. Alright, we got a school here up on the right. Alright, we're down at Ball and Gillespie Street. We're going to be coming up to Alexander Street. I don't know if there's any. Let me take a look, see if there's any ladies of the night working today. This is where they usually hang out. Don't see any. Their shift might be over at this time. It is exactly 5:35 on a Saturday night. Sneak up here, get up to King Street. It'll be in King West. Start naming some of the streets there that we start hitting. So that way you guys will know where we are. You guys will know where we are. Alright, coming up to King Street. This is going to be King West. Let me get over on the other side here. Peel Street. I lived here for 30 years. I've never done this before. Marquette. Big private school, private high school. Got the cathedral right in front of us here. We'll take a ride up to it. The big Catholic cathedral. Guess they're doing some work here. We'll go along the street over here with these almost looks like old townhouses, one right after the other. I think they built the whole block all together. Back up here to Wellington. Like I said, we're just riding around. We're always going to stick close to Wellington. That's like the main drag down at the bottom where we were, the bottom of the hill. I'll show you guys, there's a school down here that we did the other day. We did some work. There's another church over there on the right hand side. St. Patrick's Catholic Church. Beautiful statue right here for the veterans. Got an adult education school here on the left. We'll get over here on the left side. Pretty quiet down here. Not too much action going on. You guys can see off in the distance, straight ahead, straight across. You can see that Jesus sign or Jesus sign, the yellow and red way across. It's on the other side of the river, good ways away. All right, we'll go on Gordon Street. These little back streets as we're heading down. Once you go down the hill, once you get to the bottom of the hill, that's Wellington. So this is going to be like an older part of the neighborhood. Some old architecture, older apartment buildings. Look at the house straight ahead. That's an old one, probably from the 50s, if not even old, maybe even the 40s. You can hear the music down at the bottom of the hill. right, let's get over here. We'll turn right. So like I was saying, right here on these two big buildings here on the left there, that's newer buildings that they've built. There's underground parking. There's a lot of businesses in here. Like I said, one of the places is Ubisoft. They make video games. A lot of stuff going on here. Let's go take a look at this. Can we get up in here? Yes, we can. Right over here. That's what's fun about these little electric bikes. You can just ride around. Got some kind of a fountain here. I didn't know you had all these stores along here. They don't seem to be stores. Seems to be a government place, a university place. What is that? Town. Oh, it seems to be. Must be that was part of the deal when they built this place. That the town and all the local businesses would get in and rent from them. That way, they're guaranteed to have income coming in. All right, let me go see there over the side here. It looks pretty cool. Let's go take a look at that and see what it is down here. We got a okay, you got the bus terminal down there. People just hanging out. You can see off into the distance, you can see the yellow and red sign straight across over there. That's where we were when we started this little experiment. Oh, maybe a little bit of shady stuff going on down here. Oh, this guy just picked up something. So family taking a walk here. Stuff down here, but that's never really has taken off. Well, this restaurant here has a lot more people at it. There's the cinema, La Maison Cinema, that's what it's called. I think they have 16 screens in there. One of the only places, it is the only place that plays English movies. They're not all English, but they probably have always 5-6 English movies. If not, they're all going to be in French. Let's take a little ride down along here, the terminal, see what's going on, the bus terminal. Some of the buses are in. People are inside. Taxis are waiting here to pick people up. This little town here is about 200,000 people. You see, you got a parking garage here. Okay, so that parking garage, they built that when they built the buildings. We were just up there. We were just up on top there. That's where we were, right there. I guess they have like 600 parkings here for people to park at. So that's gonna be my riding around here. Let me go up. I'm gonna go up Wellington North here a little further. No, that'd be Wellington South. Let me go catch Wellington South here. We're gonna stop our journey down here. This is where we're gonna call it quits. Hope you guys enjoyed that. If there's anything else you guys want to see around here, just let us know. I enjoy bringing this to you guys. Right around downtown, around Wellington Street in Sherbrooke, down by beautiful evening. Not too many people around though, pretty quiet. On the e-bike. So you see, this is where we were. We were over here on the left. All those buildings is where we were. Just riding and showing you guys some of the downtown here. I just saw another mural. I'll go show you guys. There's another mural over here. I didn't even notice it when I drove by. I'll come over here and I'll show you guys. That's where we just were. But as I was coming down the other side here, I saw it. We'll let this taxi get by here. Look at this beautiful mural here. Beautiful stuff. Very well done. Maybe I'll take a ride. Next time I'll take a ride and I'll show you guys a bunch of the murals that they have around town here. All right. Let's take a ride back over here. Such a beautiful evening. Maybe we'll catch something going on, some action. Not much action going on down here. Got the Well Sud, the Well, South Well sign. Got a restaurant here.